Let's shift focus now and tell you about the escalating border tension that is taking place between Karnataka and the Kerala government. And this after the Karnataka government has now approached the Supreme Court against the decision of the Kerala High Court in lifting the blockade on the Bengaluru-Kasargod National Highway. Remember, the Bengaluru-Kasargod National Highway has been blocked after there were rising cases of coronavirus as a precautionary measure being taken by the Karnataka government, which has caused a lot of problems for the Kerala government at this point. Now, Kasargod is the bordering place which is going to be connecting Karnataka, and hence there is a lot of issues now coming in as after the Bengaluru-Kasargod highway has now been shut. Let me go across to my colleague Shrija, who's joining me live with further updates on this. Shrija, as the border row is escalating at this point with the Karnataka government approaching the Supreme Court, give us a sense of why this is a big problem for the Kerala government and why they have asked for the Bengaluru-Kasargod highway to be open.
Well, firstly, Apurva, we see that tension continues to prevail. This is in Kasargod district, where, remember, the border sharing between Karnataka and Kerala, both of the states. But what we see here is that just yesterday, we see the Mangaluru City Corporation Commissioner, he had passed an order restricting, especially, in fact, any entry of vehicles. Either it could be patients coming in their private vehicles, or even for that matter, the ambulances coming in from Kerala to Mangaluru. So clearly we see this particular blockade has been erected by the Karnataka government. And of course, we see it's been a little over a week where we saw over the last couple of days where even we saw where Kerala High Court had asked the centre to intervene and immediately remove the blockade. But soon after that, we also saw how Karnataka government said that they are not going to do that. And in fact, we see right now Karnataka has moved the Supreme Court saying that the only reason why they cannot remove the blockades is this is in the interest of the citizens of Mangaluru city. Now, there is a clear reason why we see here Karnataka government is refusing to remove the blockade. The only reason is we've seen a spike of COVID cases, especially in Kasargod, and this is one of the reasons why we see an order of this sort was passed.
All right, Shrija, many thanks for joining us and bringing us all those updates. In fact, staying with more updates now coming in from the state of Karnataka, they have strengthened the lockdown measures and put more stringent measures in place, especially in the Dakshina Kannada region, where, remember, we have seen a lot of cases coming to light. Now, the Karnataka government, in a bid to further strengthen the lockdown measures, has completely restricted the movement of private vehicles, and the movement of people has also been restricted to quite an extent, which means that people will now be allowed to come out on foot to buy groceries to a certain time limit, which is from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Meanwhile, the Karnataka government has also gone ahead to identify at least 5 of the districts, including the city of Bengaluru, as red zones or areas where there has been a lot of cases of coronavirus that has come to light. Now, this is also being done in a way to keep a strict vigil of the movement of people and also to ensure that more cases of coronavirus are not reported from these 5 districts, which are considered to be the hotspots where a large number of cases have come to light. We'll try and get more updates of what the measures have been put in place, especially with 5 of these districts being declared as red zones. Let me go across to my colleague Neha, who's joining me live with those updates. Neha, which are these 5 districts which have now been marked as red zones? And once these are in red zones, what are the additional measures that have now been put in place?
Yes, Apurva, absolutely. In fact, these are the 5 districts which have been most affected, if we can call it that, or the districts that have the most number of people in home quarantine. Taking a look at these, this is in fact, you have the Bengaluru urban that has, more than 40 cases now is what we're understanding. You also have Mysore district that has about 21 cases or more. Apart from this, you also, in fact, have Dakshin Kannada and Uttar Kannada districts as well that are currently forming a part of these red zones. Now, imperative to understand that going forward, in the coming days, if the number of cases increase in these districts, then there would be more clampdown by the district administration. As of now, in Dakshin Kannada, we're already seeing many restrictions in place. People are not allowed to step out of their homes after 12 and only till 12, that too on foot, because essential supplies will only be available till 12 o'clock. Now, when we say essentials, it's everything except medical. Medical would, of course, be available 24 hours, but 24/7. But for the groceries, only permission from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. for people to step out. Apart from this, movement of all private vehicles has also been banned, and we'll have to wait and see as to how the situation pans out.
All right, Neha, many thanks for joining us and giving us all those updates.